please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Southwest JROTC Color Guard and the Pledge of Allegiance led by Ilian Feria, Senior Class Secretary, and remain standing for the singing of our national anthem performed by Melissa Flores. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land and of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Gentlemen, please put on your caps. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, faculty, parents, and seniors. My name is Mitchell Carbajal, and I am the senior class president. Thank you. I proudly welcome you to the commencement ceremony of the Southwest Miami Senior High School class of 2014.
And I, John Patrick Becerril, the Student Council President. We are honored to serve as Masters of Ceremony. It is with the utmost pride that I present to you the leader of our school who has continued our legacy of excellence, our principal, Mr. Carlos Diaz.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for our band, our JROTC, and for Melissa. Beautiful, beautiful job. Good afternoon, dignitaries, parents, family members, friends, faculty, and staff. Welcome to Southwest Miami High School's 56th annual commencement ceremony, celebrating the graduation of the class of 2014. Please allow me the honor to introduce some very distinguished guests that are here to partake in this very momentous occasion. Member of the School Board of Miami-Dade County, the Honorable Ms. Raquel Regalado. Region Superintendent, South Region Office, Dr. Marcos M. Moran. Assistant Superintendent, Division of Early Childhood Programs, Title I Administration and Summer Services, Dr. Magali C. Abrahante. Assistant Superintendent, Division of Academics, Accountability and School Support, Dr. Maria P. de Armas. Chief Information Officer, Information Technology Services, Ms. Deborah Karcher. Chief of Police and District Security, School Police, Mr. Ian Moffitt. Also joining us are administrative directors with the South Region Office, Mr. Stefan L. Cohn, Ms. Lucy C. Iturrey, Ms. Barbara A. Mendizabal, and Ms. Riva A. Van Gates. Our Southwest Adult Education Principal, Mr. Steve Rummel. Also joining us this afternoon are feeder pattern principals, beginning with Ruth Owens Crusay, Dr. Angel Rodriguez. Riviera Middle School, Dr. Winston White. Wesley Matthews Elementary, Ms. Deborah Darbone. Royal Palm Elementary, Ms. Marta Garcia. Blue Lakes Elementary, Ms. Ada Marrero. Carlos J. Finley Elementary, Ms. Cecilia Sanchez. Cypress Elementary, Ms. Melanie Visnick. And from the Brucey Ball Educational Center, Ms. Deborah Waking. And now for your Southwest Assistant Principals, Ms. Madeline Lewis, Ms. Vivian Nunez, Ms. Anna Roll, and Mr. Michael Sell. At this time, bringing greetings from the school board, please join me in welcoming Ms. Raquel Regalado, the Honorable Ms. Raquel Regalado.
Buenas tardes. Es un placer compartir un día tan importante con ustedes. Le quiero dar las gracias a todos los padres que están aquí por el apoyo y el cariño que le han dado a sus hijos y por darnos a nosotros la oportunidad de educarlos a ellos estos últimos 4 años y en muchos casos hasta 13. Good afternoon, graduates. It's a privilege and a pleasure to be with you today and speak on behalf of the Miami-Dade County School Board. Usually, when I attend graduations, I get asked about the color of my robe, and this is the only school where it is very welcomed. If you want a purple robe in the future, you have to get a Juris Doctorate, for those of you who wanted to know. You know, one of the reasons that as school board members, we love speaking at graduations is because this is one of the few times in your lives where everything will stand still. Everyone knows why we're here. We're all here to talk about your achievement, to applaud you and look forward to what comes next. But in the coming years, you'll see that your achievements are not demarcated in the way that they are today. You'll achieve great things, and you'll rarely have a moment to appreciate them. And so today, I wanted to talk to you about a few things that you should consider in the years that lie ahead. And to make it easy for you to remember, I broke it down into 4 C's. Be conscious, be curious, be confident, value your connections, and rarely compromise. To the first point, being conscious. I'm not talking about being awake. I think everybody got that part. I'm talking about being aware of where you are at this particular moment in time. As you get older, life gets a little more complicated, and sometimes we lose sight of what's really important. And more often than not, we have these spectacular moments in our lives that we only realize years later were defining moments in our early adolescence and then adulthood. So I ask you to consider being completely conscious of what you're doing. It's not just about surviving the everyday. It's not about getting up and doing the same thing day in and day out. Life has a way of exceeding your expectations. And if you're really conscious and you're engaged and you're involved, you'll enjoy that so much more. I have to admit here that the reason that I made this my first point is that I'm a very type A person. And for many years, I lived looking forward to the next achievement. And for those of you that are planners out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Throughout my 20s and 30s, I really believed that happiness was just one achievement away. And the problem with that mentality is that while it made me very successful professionally, personally, it came at a huge cost because I never really enjoyed the achievements. I just went on to the next one and on to the next one. And I don't want you to make that mistake. For those of you that already have that tendency, if you're conscious of it and you force yourself to stop and really enjoy your achievements, you'll get used to it, and that habit will become part of your character, and you'll be a better person for it. The second one, be curious. Curiosity is so important. And I will tell you that as you go through the next 4 or 5 years, curiosity is one of the things that people will try to change about you. I ask you to consider keeping it. Curiosity and wonder is so important to creativity, and it's so important to success. And it really does take effort as you get older to continue that as part of your life. Wonder is a wonderful thing. And the most important thing about it is that as you move forward into a world that doesn't exactly have the parameters of what you've been used to for the last 5 or 6 years, fear has a tendency to creep in. And wonder is important because if you continue being positive about what's coming around the next bend, you'll be so much happier and so much more successful. If there's one thing I can say about people who are successful professionally and personally, is that they're not scared about what comes next. They're not scared about what's around the bend. Quite the opposite. They're excited about it because they truly believe that tomorrow will be better than today. And I hope that you'll take that with you because tomorrow can be better than today. And it can just get better and better as long as you keep a proper perspective. And speaking of perspective, confidence. Confidence is so important. For the girls that are in the audience today, if you want to do some summer reading, I would recommend that you read a new book that just came out called The Confidence Gap. It's a study that looks at the difference in confidence level of men and women. And the study, not surprisingly for many women, but surprisingly for some of the readers, found that women actually are better qualified for a lot of the positions that they don't apply for, and men are least qualified but more apt to apply, proving that we are smarter, we just don't think so. And I can say that. So I would recommend it. You'll learn a lot about the dynamics of the business world. But seriously though, you will see the lack of confidence play out at the university level, and you'll see it in your jobs, and you'll see it in boardrooms, and unfortunately, you'll even see it in dining room tables. The lack of confidence in your personal ability is a crisis that your generation has. And I know that that's bizarre because you're in high school and you think you know everything and you don't know what I'm talking about, but trust me, as you go into university, there's a paradigm shift there. And all of a sudden, you'll be wondering what you're doing in this room and how is it that you're important. So my recommendation to you is you're there for a reason. You were given a great education. You're intelligent, you're ambitious, and there's nothing wrong with that. So lean in. Don't opt out. and allow yourself the opportunity to prove to yourself how much you can and cannot do. Don't make that decision before you have to. So take a risk. Risks are wonderful things, and they allow us to define who we are. And I can tell you, as I turn 40 this summer, that I have never learned anything from success. I've been very successful, but everything that I have learned from my failure. It has been my failures that have defined me. It has been my failures that have allowed me to be successful, that have allowed me to understand what I needed to change and what I shouldn't change. And that's why taking a risk is important, because it would allow you to grow, and that's what we're all here to do. And speaking of fear and failure, value your connections. Now, I know that your generation is very connected. It's actually very interesting. You're all so connected. Socially speaking, you're connected on Twitter, you're connected on Instagram. I have no idea why you care about what each other is eating, but it would appear that pictures of food are very important to everyone in your generation. For those of you who would like to know what I had for breakfast and lunch, I will be happy to post it on Instagram. But the reality is that while you're connected in technology, you're not making connections. And that's a problem, because technology, we're seeing, has a tendency to limit our ability to connect as people, to have that one-on-one connection that's so valuable. Right now, your social connections were determined in many instances by your parents, who are sitting here today, by your teachers, by the luck of the roll and what class you were in and who ended up next to you in your English Lit class. But going forward, you're going to choose your connections. You're going to choose the people that you are going to share your life with. And so today I ask you to be a little thoughtful about that. Your life is a precious thing, and you just shouldn't share it with everyone. You should pick people that value what you value. Pick people that are self-confident. Pick people that are well-adjusted. Pick people that are going somewhere that's similar to where you want to go. Not that they have to be just like you, but at least that they value what you value. Because who we spend our time with says a lot about what's important to us. And who we share our lives with says everything about who we are. My mother used to say that there were two types of people in this world: people that gave you wings and people that weighed you down. This makes a lot more sense in Spanish, but in the English translation, not so much. The reality is, though, that there are people who weigh you down. And I will tell you to look out for people who collect your mistakes, who remind you of what you did wrong yesterday and the day before yesterday, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and 5 years ago. Those people want to weigh you down with those things. And that's not someone that you should share your life with. There are other people, however, who are not going to say that you're perfect, who are going to tell you when you do something wrong, but are not going to hold it over you again and again and again. Rather, they'll tell you so that you can make a change, and then they'll move on. I would recommend that you try to align your life with those people. People who will help you become the best version of yourself. A little secret that adults don't like to share with teenagers is that there is a best version and a worst version of yourself. As human beings, the human experience allows us a flexibility of good and bad that is often shocking. And what you should do as you get older is try to be that best version. And you can't be it without a support system that also wants the same for you. So pick good connections, make those connections, make time for those connections, and invest in them, because they will be invaluable to your personal and professional success. Life is precious, and you can't control who you're going to work with, who you're going to work for, who you're going to be sitting next to at a university, but you can control who you share your thoughts with and who you decide to spend your time with. So today I ask you to consider those positions in your life as highly valuable. And finally, rarely compromise. Compromise is so important, and we've been teaching you to compromise for years. In fact, the ability to compromise is the cornerstone of professional success. Our ability to lead, our ability to get from point A to point B, to drag people along with us, is all built on compromise. However, there is a particular type of compromise that you should be very careful with. We can compromise the little things, the logistics, where we eat, what movie we see, where we live, what type of hotel you stay at on vacation. These are not important things. But there are things that are important to you, things that you really value, that no one should ask you to compromise. Going forward, you'll be defining those things for yourself. And my recommendation to you is to draw that line early and often and establish to other people what is of value to you, what is non-negotiable, and why that is. You'd be surprised how often people respect it if you do it early and often. What you value makes up your personal integrity. And if you sacrifice that, you give away a little piece of who you are. So even though we all change and learn, compromising what is really important to you is a skill that you should not master. It all moves so quickly. And we're all so very proud of your achievements and looking forward to your future achievements. So I hope that you'll remember to be conscious, to be curious, to be confident, to value your connections, and to rarely compromise. And today, congratulations to you and your family, class of 2014.
Thank you, Ms. Regalado. We appreciate you joining us today and for your very inspirational message. Graduates, now I would like to recognize the remarkable Southwest Miami High School faculty and staff who have worked so diligently to prepare our students for this moment. Southwest faculty and staff, please rise to be recognized. Thank you. Today is the culmination of the many efforts of many people, but I must recognize two very special individuals who have been instrumental in the success of the class of 2014. These individuals have coordinated numerous events and activities, such as today's ceremony. Your student council sponsor, lead teacher of the magnet program, and class sponsor, Ms. Doristine Williams. Your activities director, Ms. Betty Victorez. Equally, I must thank all of the parents and family members who are with us today for providing your children unconditional love and endless support. Today, the fruits of your labor are truly realized. Seniors, please acknowledge your parents and family members for all of their support with a great round of applause. And we thank you for entrusting your children to our care. Graduates, each year the staff and I stand before you with great pride and joy as we bid you farewell, knowing that each of you will move on to greater heights. Although we have great expectations for the class of 2014, we are saddened. We are saddened at the fact or the prospect that you will no longer roam the hallways of Southwest. We will no longer hear your bellowing voices during sporting events, and we'll no longer enjoy your colorful banter as we cross paths. But as with all graduating classes before you, the class of 2014 will now leave their mark in the Eagle archives. Today you join an elite group of individuals who once upon a time also roamed the very same Southwest hallways. Over time, Southwest graduates have left an everlasting legacy on our community and our society at large. Legacy. Legacy is a word that at this point, most of you are not thinking about. The Oxford Dictionary defines the word legacy as something handed down from a predecessor or from the past. As you begin this chapter in your life, I invite you to ask yourself, what do I want to hand down to future generations? What do I want to be remembered for? Countless Southwest alumni have left lasting legacies, both large and small. Among them, Congresswoman Ileana Ros-Lehtinen, who has dedicated her life to ensuring that we all have the opportunity to pursue the American dream. Baseball Hall of Famer Andre Dawson, who has used his popularity to help others, including providing an annual scholarship for a Southwest student. And G. Lee Nord-Bratton, a NASA aeronautical engineer awarded the highest honor any citizen can receive, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, for his efforts in returning astronauts aboard Apollo 13 safely back to Earth. And of course, many of your Southwest teachers, also alumni, have dedicated their lives to ensuring that their Southwest students receive a world-class education. Together, these former graduates have paved the way for future Eagles. But now it is your time to continue shaping the future. You, the class of 2014, will be our future inventors, innovators, and creators. This is your time. It is your time to make a difference, your turn to leave a mark on the world. Your ideas will propel our nation once again to greatness. And each of you is embarking on a journey filled with a promise of a future, a wonderful future, but a journey that will include many challenges along the way. And it is with great confidence that I say to you, dare to take risks, dare to imagine the unthinkable, and dare to think of the possibility of a new tomorrow. Over the last 4 years, we have challenged each of you to unleash your true potential, achieve excellence, and grow to be responsible young adults. As a result, we are extremely proud of our students' attendance record, which has placed us first among all high schools in the district. But more impressive than our collective accomplishment is the individual achievement of 5 students who have achieved perfect attendance not only this year, but for the past 13 years. Students, please rise to be recognized when I call your names. Jose Camps. Dominica Martinez. Robert Perez. Jonathan Rodriguez. And Marcelo Vega. Congratulations to each of you. An incredible feat. You may be seated. This year, graduates, 11 of your peers competed against a number of very accomplished seniors throughout the district for the coveted Silver Knight Award, a task which encompasses a great deal of preparation and commitment. This year, 2 of your classmates were honored at the Silver Knight Award ceremony, receiving honorable mention in for science, Miss Sage Hewitt. Sage, please rise to be recognized. And recipient of the Silver Knight Award in the area of vocational technical, Miss Mabel Amaya. Miss Amaya, please rise to be recognized. Congratulations to you both. Incredible. Together, you, the class of 2014, have been part of 4 consecutive A ratings. 4. Clearly a great accomplishment in the tradition of Southwest commitment to pursue high academic standards. It is no surprise that from over 900 high schools in Florida, Southwest is ranked 36th among the best high schools in the state, according to a published report by U.S. News. Nationally, we ranked 677th from over 21,000 high schools in our country. But our national merits extend beyond the school-wide recognition to more specific praise regarding our educational programs. For the fourth consecutive year, the National Academy Foundation recognized Southwest Miami High School as a Distinguished Academy of Finance, an honor bestowed upon 23 high schools or 23 academies from over 500 nationwide. But not only is our NAF Academy considered distinguished, we are one of 3 schools nationwide being considered for the most prestigious NAF award of all, the Sandy Wheel Academy of Excellence Award. Once again, an incredible feat. All these accolades and accomplishments are a product of our students, our teachers, our families, the entire school's community's desire to excel at every level. Moreover, each year the College Board recognizes Hispanic scholars for outstanding performance on the PSAT. This year, 2 of our students from a pool of over 259 students who took the PSAT were recognized by the College Board as 2013-2014 National Hispanic Recognition Scholars. And one of our merit scholars received the National Merit Elevator Corporation Scholarship valued at over $20,000. Please join me in recognizing Ms. Sage Hewitt. "90% of you will pursue a college education, 4% will join the military, 1% will pursue vocational and technical training, and the remaining 5% will join the workforce. Our graduates have been accepted to prestigious universities such as Georgetown, Vanderbilt, Cornell, William & Mary's College, and the University of Miami, to name a few, notwithstanding all the state universities that you will be attending. And many of you will attend these prestigious institutions with all expenses paid. I am proud to say that our students have earned in excess of $7 million in scholarships. Congratulations to our class. Clearly, we have a proven track record, academic record, which is nicely complemented by our great athletics program. This year, 9 of our athletes were honored by being elected to first team All-Day in their respective sports, as indicated by the Miami Herald. Additionally, 15 others were named to second and third teams, as well as honorable mention. Our boys volleyball team walked away with the GMAC championship, while wrestling and badminton were GMAC runner-ups. Our athletes captured district titles in wrestling, badminton, and football for a second year in a row. This year, our athletics program will bid farewell to our longest reigning and winningest coach. After 35 years of service, Mr. Tom Moore is retiring. Mr. Moore, Coach Moore. Believe it or not, we'll miss you, Coach. In addition, our Southwest Band that we call on each time we have an event, our Southwest Band has excelled 3 years, receiving straight superior ratings in their evaluations. And this year, we were one of 5 schools to obtain straight superior ratings in all categories. And our Winter Guard got second place at the Flanagan competition. So we excel across the board. Our talents are many and very well accomplished. It has been an incredible year. But today you commence your path towards independence. And remember that with independence comes great responsibility. You will be faced with many choices, and each choice you make will result in a consequence. Always carefully consider the effects your decisions will have on your family and your future. Your character will be defined by the actions and the decisions that you make in life. And I am confident that wherever your path will take you, you will always rise to the top of your field if you keep in mind the principles that we have instilled in you at Southwest Miami High School: perseverance, hard work, goodwill, and above all, excellence. In 20 years, graduates, I will most likely be chasing my grandkids around the yard, boring them with stories of when I was principal, or scolding them for not doing their homework. But one thing I know is certain: you have and will continue to validate my choice to have become an educator. I leave my legacy in you, hopeful that I have made an impact in your lives, and proud to say that I was your principal. Now the question I have is for you. In 20 years, what dreams did you pursue? What risks did you take? And what did you do for your fellow man? What legacy did you leave in your community, and how will you inspire future generations of Eagles? I say to you, just do it. Do it for yourselves, do it for your community, and more importantly, for your future. And always remember, no matter where you go, and no matter what you do, you were first and for always will be a Southwest Eagle. You go, Eagles.
Here to perform an inspirational song to the class of 2014 are Adrian Concepcion and Emily Blanco.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it.
Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but
I gotta keep trying, gotta keep my head held high. There's always gotta be another mountain,
always gonna wanna make it move.
always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side.
It's the climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking.
I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on. Always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make
Here to deliver a message of inspiration, please welcome Emily Corbin, our senior class vice president.
The River by Garth Brooks. You know, a dream is like a river, ever-changing as it flows. And a dreamer's just a vessel that must follow where it goes. Trying to learn from what's behind you and never knowing what's in store makes each day a constant battle just to stay between the shores. And too many times we stand aside and let these waters slip away, till what we put off till tomorrow has now become today. So don't you sit upon the shoreline and say you're satisfied. Choose to chance the rapids and dare to dance the tides. Yes, there's bound to be rough waters, and I know I'll take some falls. But with the good Lord as my captain, I can make it through them all. I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. Like a bird upon the wind, these waters are my sky. I'll never reach my destination if I never try, so I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry.
Here to deliver her message to the class and graduating summa cum laude is our very own Sage Hewitt.
Congratulations. After almost 1,000 days filled with smiles, tears, and plenty of standardized testing, we, the class of 2014, have earned the right to call ourselves Southwest Eagles. For 4 years, we have been fantasizing about this day, our head filled with fanciful ideas of the oh so many places we can go. However, before we can pursue our wildest imaginings, we must reflect on the school that has got us to this very stage, as well as on the people that transformed that school into our home. Southwest is more than an extension of our education. It is an extension of ourselves. It was the classes we took there and the peers and mentors that we met that have shaped us. When we first walked into high school, everyone had a preset idea of who they were supposed to be. But Southwest challenged our identities, and we are better for it. The things we were so certain of, like our college plans, we began to doubt after visiting campuses on the college road trip. When we were children, we all thought we would become the President of the United States. However, we have since learned that title will go to Mitchell. Even things as simple as what we would wear to prom were not as we had imagined back in freshman year. Continually, we have stepped outside of our comfort zone, making friends with those we would have hid from in our younger years, showing up to countless football games, even though some of us did not even know the rules, and riding roller coasters at Grad Bash that we thought would have made our stomachs turn. Faculty not only noticed our courageousness, they nurtured it. Our teachers told us of all we could achieve and reminded us that they would always be there as our safety net. Through our high school experiences, we have learned to discover what we are truly passionate about. Some of our peers have found beauty in sports. They believe there is nothing more exquisite than the competition they face with others as well as with themselves. Some prefer the realm of academia. They appreciate the swirls of ink on paper and the curves of graphs. Others still favor the arts and the ability to display to their world their thoughts and creativity. As it is time to finally bid farewell to Southwest, know that the memories formed at this school and with such amazing people will be something we carry with us. After all our high school has taught us, we now have infinite choices and possibilities before us. As Confucius said, "Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart." Not every decision we make will lead us down an easy path, but if pursued wholeheartedly, there is nothing a Southwest Eagle cannot accomplish.
Class of 2014, we've come to the moment you have all been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas. Our principal, Mr. Carlos Diaz, will present the diplomas along with our administrators and distinguished guests. Please present your cards to the announcers, Ms. Fleury or Mr. Menendez, as you approach the podium. We respectfully request that our guests allow the graduates' names to be heard and refrain from applause until the last graduate has crossed the stage. At this time, I ask that Senior Sage Hewitt and the remaining senior class officers, Emily Corbin, Iliam Feria, and Karen Morales, please approach the stage.
And will the remaining student council officers, Jessica Blanco, Ashley Valiente, Emily Blanco, and Alyssa Fernandez, please approach the stage.
Sage Taylor Hewitt. Mitchell Roger Carbajal. Emily Ann Corbin. Iliam Miley Feria. Karen Morales. John Patrick Becerril. Jessica Iliana Blanco. Ashley Nicole Valiente. Emily Elizabeth Blanco. Alyssa Nicole Fernandez. Sergio Andres Salazar. Rachel Ann Mesa. Amanda Suarez. Christina Danielle Rojas. Alec Michelle Sanchez. Zachary Alexander Swigert. Melissa Perez. Ana Carla Sanchez. Clarice Perez. Natalie Mairena. Jaslyn Martin. Assad Mirza. Janelle Miller. Cosette Pulido. Liliette Fernandez. Stephanie Esther Alfonso. Roxana Bonachea. Leonel Alexander Diaz. Grace Gutierrez. Nicole Hernandez. Lisabel Ávila. Jenny Delgado. Gianella Solange Delgado. Connie Chinmen Lang. Mabel Stephanie Amaya. Daniela Fernandez. Kiara Hernandez. Leslie Fernandez. Cecilia Nosti. Naili Castañeda. Yeseli Hilaria Teles. Ana María Piñón. Ibelis Rosete. Sabrina Bianca Mayer. Anna Mena. Gabriela Anil Manela. Tiffany Marie Reyes. Emily Daniela Rincón. Alejandra Marie Peña. Jocelyn Martinez. Jessie Sandoval. Jessica Penate. Marcos Martin. Alexander Vega. Denise Rodriguez. Jose Carlos Lima. Wayne Gomez. Dennis Armando Acosta. Anabel Denise. Yvonne Delis Guzman. Amanda Marie Hernandez. Emily Gonzalez. Caitlin Flores. Cesar Alejandro Lopez. Mario Fidalgo. Nicholas Garcia. Jacqueline Marie Cabrera. Tristan Joshua Cole. Adrián Joel Concepcion. Susana Martinez. Alexander Gonzalez. Luis Armando Fuentes. Isaías Fernández. Leonel García. Alejandro Felipe Feliu. Giselle Marie Izquierdo. Erenia Lemus Vasquez. Giselle Nicole Llanes. Wendy Fiorella Effio. Stephanie Marie Lobo. Camila Calero. Fabiana Cardoso. Adriana Caridad Herrera. Monica Marie Bello Durkaz. Tracy Stephanie Azor. Jorge Andrés Diaz. Dariel Mazón. Annabel Adriana Alvarez. Andrew Collado. Alejandro Cid. Ivan Alberto Jimenez. Nicholas Anthony Durán. Marcel Gabriel Díaz Portorreal. Pedro Ángel Muiña. María Alejandra Ortiz. Ashley Elise Roblejo. Daniela Tenjido.
Daniela Bárbara Suárez. Doménica Gabriela Martínez. María Alessandra Mosello. Javier Villón. Beatriz del Pilar Rivero. Raidelis Morales. Brandon Jean Prieto. Amanda Chantal Pérez. Desiree Rudnick. Paola Rivero. Eric Lopez. Eduardo Méndez. Brittany Ann Ferreira. Carlos Gonzalez. Brian Lopez. Sebastian Marcelo. Julieta Itzel Bautista. Jessica Michelle Garcia. Keith Anthony Cotto. Mariani Lopez. Laura Hernández. Lisandra Álvarez. Elizabeth Hernández. Ilemis de la Cruz. Damaris Flores. Jonathan Hernández. Manuel Alexander Castro. Dorian Bratton. Leila Maria Rodriguez. Gabrielle Isabel Morales. Melissa Olalzabal. Eliani Peña. Dario Alexander Rodriguez. Catherine Del Carmen Piedra. Giselle Valdez. Luis Nicolás. Marcelo Vega. Juan José Sanfiel. José Luis Vargas. Jordan Pulido. Jennifer Senti. Talia Suárez. Jaylin Vizcaíno. Laura García. Gabriela Herrera. Raheem Gomez. Luis González. Álvaro Acosta. Nabil Hernández. Giovanni Alvarez, Kevin Gonzalez, Joel Lozada, Milet Diaz, Victor Chieng, Edgar German Covarrubias, Lianet Gonzalez, Angie Gonzalez, Mashley Sanchez, Eric Meneses, Emily Marie Morales, Emily Ortiz, Rosalina Vasquez, Emily Sanfiel, Joseph Adam Perez, William Michael Rodriguez, Mark Albert Baez, Alejandro Osorio, Justin Salazar, Amanda Lorena Penton, Iris Rodriguez, Lynette Socorro, Carolina Solis, Nelson Centeno, Rudis González,
Miguel Ángel Caballero Pérez. Yay. Francisco Gómez. Ana Carla Alemán. Miguel Alejandro Estrada. Bradley Michael Galvin. Eduardo Saldaña. Alejandro Glauco Guillén. Ramses de la Torre. David José López. Samantha Nicole León. Crystal Abreu. Maricruz Alfonso. Dayelis Curiel. Jaylen Herrera. Daniel Santiago. Jasmine Caridad Suarez. Emily Marie Matus. Aislinn Karina Rival. Johan Sandoval. Jennifer Santos. Stephanie Alexandra Reyes. Kevin Steven Vélez. Andy Villar de Franco. Laura Mondejar. Jonathan Omar Rodríguez. Elvis Mejía. Ever Escobar. Julián Giraldo. Stephanie Michelle Zimmerman. Felipe Ignacio Valdenegro. Kenneth Abaunza. Glenda Maria Amador. Alejandra González. Carolyn Carballo. Jean Josué Espinosa. Demetrius James Austin. Melanie Cabrera. Shania Hernandez. Lizabeth Castellanos. Reina Esther Enríquez. Julio César Castillo. Jennifer Bolufer. Laura González. Ania Lisette Hernández. Laura García. Graciela Remis. Jeanette Marie Picot. Jacqueline Marie Rose. Javier González. Nicole Castrillon.
Give me her paper. Her paper's there.
Nicole Casavone. Jordi Cuba. Isis de Jesus Chirino. Pedro Segura. Howard Rouse. Pablo Rodriguez. Estes Christopher Rodriguez. Lázaro Leonel Pino. William Ponce de Leon. Amanda Marie Alvarez. Kylie Ann Coles. Kenyeli Rodriguez.
Brian Paez. Cheyenne Magdaleno. Daniel Nicolás Pérez. Robert Alexander Jimenez. Luis Mieres. Michael Samayoa. Alejandro Gonzalez. Christopher Zachary Suarez. Jorge Luis Garcia. Daniel Haynick. Joseph Ellsbury. Diana Cadenas. Gabriela del Río. Osmani Lázaro González. Emily Cedeño. Yelani Melissa Jarquín. Emily González Lauzán. Luis Antonio Hernández. Stephen González. Christian Díaz. Rodolfo González. Alejandro Cuesta. Caitlin Shea Loza. Bianca Christine Martinez. Tatiana Pérez. Maria Monroy. Austin Michael Patino. Andrew Michael Martinez. Andrew Noda. Andrew Rahimi. Stephanie Rodriguez. Michelle Perez. Alieth Peretz. Alexandra Martin. Viana Rosa Pláceres. Arnaldo Martín. Eliani Maestre. Carlos Méndez. Jovan Osvaldo Quiroz. Christopher Abanto. Alyssa Celeste Calle. Facundo Nicolás Hennet. Melanie Marie Cabral. Julia González. Pablo Roberto Abreu. Scarlett Francesca Falcón. Tiffany Lescano. Wendelin Barbara Corona. Maxine de la Portilla. Raúl Corvo. Eliani de León. Margie Nicole Guerrero. Carla Godoy. Diana Carolina Delgadillo. Calvin Joel Malagón. Felipe Adrián Ugarte. Claudia Mesa. Yasmeri Oliva. Tiffany Williams. Ariel Marie Revuelta, Amanda Rigao, Gabriela Cristina Reyes, Rachel Hosanna Maya, Christina Bui, Natalie Moyano, Mitchell Nakai, Diego Armando Vega, Gabriel Vélez, Raúl Emilio Vega, David Alvarez,
Kevin Gonzalez, Stephanie Ashley Barra, Jasmine Carril, Matthew Fernandez, Angel Callero, Anthony Guarací, Aldo Francisco Fuensalida, Eduardo Mario Ibarra, Anthony Alexander Fuentes, Andrés Manuel de Oro, Freddy Ernesto Castrillo, Isaac Castellano, Saraí Teresa Aldebot, Martha Rebecca Alegría, Daniel Dacal, Bianchi Remedios, Jennifer Silvia Vélez, Daniela de la Caridad Vázquez, Armando Antonio Pérez, Tomás Velázquez, Waldo Martínez, Ricardo Felipe Reguera, Joshua Morales, Stefan Noel, how do you say your last name? Johnny Quiles, Kason Puig, Austin Tyler Vaverka, George Ramón Pérez, Carlos Andrés Zaragoza, Aurora Encarnación Vázquez Bello, Anthony Morales, Diego Amado, Mauro Adolfo Guerrero, Samuel Alberto Jiménez, Mari Cabrera, Natalie Cabrera, Jorge Luis Bermúdez, Daniel Omar González, Angel Damián Berra, Miguel González, Jorge Barredo, Adrián Antonio Kawam, Joshua Farid Abed, Juan Carlos Díaz, Raquel Esteban, Isis Gómez, Alyssa Kathleen Pitsalakis, Tiffany Morel Thomas, Joel Obregon, Mario Sidney Rodriguez, Christian Santiago Toraño, George Spellman, Roberto Herrera, Brian Omar Plasencia, Marco Tulio Romero, Kevin Zamora, Jesus Valdez, Jessica Ortiz, Paula Andrea Ospina, Jonathan Mora, Manuel Alejandro Llanos, Jonathan Alexander Hernandez, Jonathan Juanes, Christian Berrios, John Anthony Cotto, Kevin Umarang, Ariel Diaz, Leo del Campo, Anthony Kane Diaz, Anthony Gonzalez, Franklin Alexander Knowles, Brittany Seaborn, Amanda Rebecca Castro, Stefania Emiliani Pozzoli, Melissa Flores, Eric Manuel Robaina, Christian Marcos Rodriguez, Ángel Miguel Pérez, Chris Taylor, Christopher Vasquez, George Remedios, Claudia Pérez, Daniela Marino, Sarah Pagliari, Ronald Roberto Palacio,
Christopher Reyes, Robert Michael Perez, Claudia Marquez, Nubis Robaina, Lisbeti Robaina, Claudia Fabelo, Carlos Álvarez, Israel Luis, Brian Carreras, Bárbara Beatriz Hernández, Hilda Laura Lorenzo, Lianet González, Caroline Garcia, Raymond Cano, Jimmy Robert Vallejo, Patricia Álvarez, Jasmine Hernández, Joseph Brandon Sid, Christian Calderón, Randy Piñero, Lorena Tieles, Olivia Kiara Rodríguez, Cristian David Pedrosa, Jennifer Sardiñas, Rodney Padrón, Betsabe Romero, David Rodríguez, Almircar Montenegro, Ariadna Martínez, Solange Tapia, Yerandi Sanjudo, Eliami de la Caridad Ravelo, Félix Jesús Rodríguez, Rosalí Muñiz, Joan Figueredo, Nirio Arencibia, Orlando García, Gabriela García, Claudia García, Cristal Carballo, Stephanie Hill, Andrew Chi, Rachel González, Miriam Irene Espinosa, Stephen Garcia, Steve Gomez, Pedro Javier Delgado, Jay Linders, Lauren Emily Blanc, Maybel Galindo, Jorge Sánchez, Víctor Hugo Rivero, Eliani Silveira, Daniela Pentón, Pablo Reinaldo Romo, Sasha Marie Tapanes, Alisa Moreno, Christopher Michael Riley, Manuel Serrano, Seth Elias Thatcher, Eric Mendoza, David Pavon, Chelsea Morel, Justin Esteban Ponce, José Luis Madrid, Ashley Caridad Fernandez. Maria Cabrera. Zawang Lee. Jonathan Gomez. Johanna Figueredo. Yesenia de la Mercedes Domínguez. Mariana Iglesias. Jennifer Bárbara Figueroa. Darlenis Esquijarosa. Roxana Gómez. Daniel González. Ivan Luke Garrate. Daniela González. Juliet Caballero. Darly Amanda Troya. Luis Luaga.
Adamar Morales. David Alexander Roque. Eduardo Miguel Rivera. Alexander Orosa. Enrique Suárez. Sebastián Valdés Aguirre. Fernando Salgado. Néstor Perez. Roberto Siu. Montserrat Guadalupe Otarola. Evelyn Torres. Ailet de las Mercedes Torquemada. Colin Ty Cosgrove. Anabel Iribar. Nicholas Anthony Chin. Chantel Nicole Arce. Brianna Victoria Alonso. Janier Diaz. George Chinea. Claudia Aguilar.
Patricia Garrido. Gracie González. Lawrence José Artiles. Gaisbel Ferreiro. Alfredo Morejón. Alejandro Fernández. Lianet Piorno. Leslie Kiara Ulloa. Daileni Pérez. Jennifer Rodríguez. Valeria Portilla. José Vélez. Bárbara Beatriz Valdés.
Diego Alejandro Ulloa. Rachel Rodríguez. José Luis Peñate. Roberto Medina. Michael David Real. Leonardo Enrique Valdés. Beatriz Riverón. Janeri Michelle Zamora Pasky. Alan Ezequiel Ruiz. Mike Garcia. Jasmine Michelle Hernandez. Emily Lopez. Jorge Borrego. Daniel Borneman. Kyla Clemente. Emily Michelle Perez. Laura Hernandez. Brianda Yaret Covarrubias. Jocelyn Lopez. Magali Berenice Adame. Alexandra Vanessa Alemán. Alexis D'Angelo Borrego. Damaris Lumbi. Stephanie Lauren Font. James Meneses. Victoria Pacheco. Stephanie Marisol Machado. Michelle Mateo. Zachary Shepard. Lori Victoria Pareja. Erica Mora. Nicholas Santamaria. Beatriz Marrero. Karen Odarce. Lisandra Soler. Nair Alejandra Terán. Alejandro Antonio Valdespino. Gabriel Salinas. Adriana Molina. Mariette Caridad Torres, Humberto Guevara, Danielle Betzko, Stephanie Lopez, Lorelise Geese, Rafael Geese, Robert Garcia, Damian Blake Betancourt, Kevin Diaz, Jonathan Francisco Alvarez, Christopher Lopez, Julio Borrero, Alexandra Crystal Alvarez, Carmen Fiorito, Jasleen Cruz, Gabriela Gonzalez, Aileen Rodríguez, Claudia Olivera, Alondra Oliva, Laura Virginia Polanco, Marcela Solange Padilla, Janina Pish, Lydia Saldana, Adriana Zamora, Rafael Rodríguez, Rachel Amanda Vargas Comé, Pedro Parrada, Arlette Pérez Barquí, Myrna Cecilia Martínez, Kevin Vital, José Alfredo Torres, José Francisco Torres, Kevin Espinosa, Aniette Horta, Brittany Hernandez, Chabelis Cárdenas, Natalia Bruni, Viviana Illanes, Galo Bueno, Gretchen González, Daily Conesa, Arletis García, Alani Selena Lafuente, Roxana Hernández, Diana Castillo, Daniel Álvarez, Nicole de Quesada, Cristina Araceli Triana, Javier José Magarín,
Carlton Terrell Tarpley, Luis Felipe Pastor, Nelson Suarez, Javier Santos, Barbie Salazar, Anaís Lourdes Tamargo, Ana Karen Tez Vireles, Ashley Silva, Randy Serralta, Lázaro Roger Ordóñez, Michael Piazza, Yesenia Beatriz Medina, Alejandro Sánchez, José Raúl Díaz, Sabina Borges, Megan Cabrera, Ana Nicole Valero, Emily Marie Lagar, Daphne Barrero, Cassandra Batista, Miguel Ángel Delgado, Samuel Enrique López, George Luis Diaz, Amanda Rachel Amador, Bárbara González, Pamela Camilo, Chessy Domínguez, Yander Josué Duque, Javier José Márquez, Matthew Valadez, Jan Muñoz, Dayan Mora, Armando Sardiñas, Kevin O'Derry, Kevin Alexander Villanueva, Julián Suárez, Uliselis Orozco, Samir Sierra, Alexander Lopez, Jose Camps. Two more. Greg Guerra. Brian Jose Lazo. Catherine Walters.
Alicia Nicole Marrero. Christopher Carcases. Joshua Casaño. Marcos Granado. Adrián de la Rosa. Rolando Wilfredo Horta. Kyle Ayala. Armando López. Carlos Ferreira. Arián Cabrera.
Graduates, please stand. Graduates, please wait for the count of 3 and the confirmation of diplomas before turning your tassels. Mr. Diaz, I proudly present to you the Southwest Miami High School class of 2014.
Eagles, are you ready? As principal of Southwest Miami High School, I certify that these seniors have met all the requirements set forth by Miami-Dade County Public Schools and the state of Florida. By the powers vested in me, I hereby declare the class of 2014 to be graduates of Southwest Miami High School. Congratulations.
Class of 2014, please take your tassels in your hands, and at the count of 3, turn your tassel to the left. 1, 2, 3.
Seniors and stage guests, waving your American flags, please join in the singing of God Bless America.
It's up to you. What do you want to do? I'm going to have to walk there at some point.
Whatever, let's just stay here because we can.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies.
You may all take a seat. Please welcome Mitchell Carbajal, Senior Class President, with closing remarks.
I love you guys too. Thank you. I may be a short man, but I've never stood so tall. Many times, speeches such as these tend to talk about how far we've come, how things have changed, and how they will continue to change, and how we have this whole new world of challenges ahead of us, and if we're ready for it. Frankly, I just like to brag about my Eagles. I stand tall today, but that does not ring true solely for this moment. I am, as I have been for 4 years now, proud to be a Southwest Eagle. But more than that, I am and have always been proud to be, as I hope you all are, proud to be part of this class. And that's simply because, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I so strongly believe that before you now sits some of the absolute best that this generation has to offer. And I mean that. With all sincerity, I do. This group of individuals has shown me that being an Eagle means so much more than what it looks like on paper. I think of us as more of a family than a class, as cliche as that sounds. Over 700 strong, showing up to work for 4 years. We've collaborated, we've celebrated, we've competed and served our community together. We've done great things. We've excelled academically with GPAs as high as 7.2s. We've assisted our community with thousands of hours collectively donated to varying causes. We've blown away competitors through our business programs in various clubs, rocked sports rivalries, worked with our best buddies, performed shows of a quality Shakespeare would cheer for, played symphonies Bach would cry over, and have painted canvases that Picasso himself would show jealousy over, amongst so many other notable feats. We've been through so much together as a class. Classes, SATs, ACTs, EOCs, AP exams, pep rallies, sports games, club competitions, receiving dignitaries at our school, Junior Senior Olympics twice, FCAT Warrior Day, our time capsule, many class shirts, 3 class trips, junior ring ceremony, senior breakfast, senior picnic, grad bash, prom, and now we're here. We've done so much, and it adds to why I'm saddened to see this 4-year family reunion come to a close. Bleeding purple has become second nature to us, but with us moving on, I know the world will benefit from it. You've made a man feel 10 times his height just by sharing a smile, a conversation, a class, a school, a second home, really. I can only imagine what sharing you with the world would bring. That's why I cannot ask if we're ready for the world. I ask rather, is the world ready for us? Because we're going to take it by storm. But my friends, on a personal note, standing with you for the last 4 years has been such an amazing journey for me. I'm so honored and privileged to have had the pleasure of sharing it with you. Thank you. Thank you for showing me what it really means to be a Southwest Eagle. Always remember that family that shared those hallways. Always keep the memories made. Share that pride I so desperately cling to. And as an Eagle, always, always stand tall. If the officers and Sage could join us on stage, please. And now for the final time as seniors, please stand for the singing of our alma mater.